to me then, I bet they feel me now. Time don't let me lose it. The booth not about to prove it. I set goals and pursue it. You the best to never do it. Invest my money talking fluent, stupid, ducking the Judas. It broke my heart, but over my eyes, you have no honor, I have no choice. Chasing the commas till I'm gone. I've been left for a minute. On my way home, mama, I promise, got caught up in it. Damn. Everybody eats when I'm batting at the plate. First, second, third, home, $1 million babe. Didn't listen to me then, I bet they feel me now. Time don't let me lose it. The booth not about to prove it. I set goals and pursue it. You the best to never do it. Invest my money talking fluent, stupid, ducking the Judas. It broke my heart, but over my eyes, you have no honor, I have no choice. Chasing the commas till I'm gone. I've been left for a minute. On my way home, mama, I promise, got caught up in it. Damn. Everybody eats when I'm batting at the plate. First, second, third, home, $1 million babe.
What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, people? We back with another exercise. Little brain exercise. We're going to take in some new information tonight. It's been a wonderful journey being able to come in front of this camera with you all and share all that it is that Hotep Nation has to offer, especially those tickets for a Hotep Con. HotepNation.com. Come to our party. We in Vegas. We partying in Vegas. Need y'all out there. Price is going up soon. Y'all better hurry up and go to the website. Y'all better go to the website. HotepNation.com. Get you some tickets to Hotep Con. This is our annual party, man. Y'all come kick it with us, man. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good eating and a lot of fun. So we're going to promise you, you're going to have the time of your life. You know what? One thing you must understand is what people don't understand about trips, taking trips. Taking trips is not about the destination. It's not about the destination. Does the destination contribute? Absolutely. We all want to see some beautiful landscape, etc., etc. But it really comes down to who you are around. Because you could be in the nicest place in the world, but if the person you went there with is just getting on your nerves, they could ruin the trip. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. It can get ugly, you know. So that's what makes Hotep Con absolutely wonderful, because you have fun with cool people, man. Shout out to Syscoin, the best of Bitcoin, the best of Ethereum. I mean, you know how the crypto bros do. You know how us crypto bros do. I see your bank was failing and those crypto bags pumped. The hedge against centralization is obviously decentralization. Shout out to Syscoin. We out here. I got a wonderful presentation for you tonight, and what I'm going to say tonight is going to upset a lot of people. It's going to make a lot of people happy, but it's going to upset a lot of people. I gotta just preface that and tell you right now, it's going to upset a lot of people. And that's the frustrating part. I don't know why what I'm about to say is going to upset so many people. I know why people should love what I'm about to say. But anybody who doesn't love what I'm about to say on this topic.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus? I love that guy. He's terrific.
We're going to have to go into this presentation tonight. We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to look at House Bill 999. 999. Like prime time 99. So for anybody who needs some texture for this bill, obviously it's DeSantis versus the critical race theorists. And this new bill, actually let me give you my background, the texture I have surrounding this incident, because somebody put it on my desk. I didn't, majority of the news comes to me from other people. They say, Hotep, you need to look at this, and I look at it. Okay, so somebody showed me this. Let me put this on the screen so you can see this first. This will make sense. So you can see how I came across this situation. So it says right here, this is from allegedly, this is a DL Hughley verified account. House Bill 999 will be proposed by Governor DeSantis. I don't know if that's true. I know DeSantis co-signed it. I don't know if he proposed it. So I cannot confirm or deny that. If this bill passes May 5th, the following will be removed from Florida's college campuses. So that it has the NPHC organizations. That's basically, these are all your black fraternities and sororities, right? Latinx sororities. Also says here, Jewish studies, feminist theory, gender studies, centers and programs for black students, centers and programs for Latinx students, centers and programs for Asians and AAPI students, centers and programs for LGBTQ plus students. Tenured faculty will be eligible for review. Their tenure will be reconsidered by the Board of Trustees, who will be chosen and appointed by the governor. If you're Greek, tell your brothers and sisters. Contact your Florida House of Representatives. Encourage students to plan. I think that number 4 right there, I agree with number 4, and you'll see why. Matter of fact, I hope I remember to come back to that. Because you need to plan accordingly. Things are changing in Florida if this bill gets passed. We're going to dive into it. We are going to dive into it. Let's take a look. Let's look at it. Let's look at it, people. And shout out to all my Cash Appers, the people that support the channel. $ Hotep Jesus. And all my Super Chatters. Super Chatters will get read at the end. Questions, comments, etc. We'll get to those to people who are not grifting, to the real people that come to the channel and support to the channel. For y'all, I'm going to read y'all Super Chats. To the rest of y'all, stop grifting. So here's the bill. We're just gonna go through my highlights. So what do we have here? Section 1. What does it say here? curriculum that promotes citizenship in a constitutional republic. We're going to bookmark that. We're going to come back to that. We're not going to touch that yet. Just remember that. We're going to earmark that. Here it says, remove. Hold on. Make sure y'all can see that real good. Remove from its programs any major or minor that is based on or otherwise utilizes pedagogical methodology associated with critical theory, including but not limited to critical race theory, critical race studies, critical ethnic studies, radical feminist theory, racial gender theory, queer theory, critical social justice, or intersectionality. Okay? This is what he'd like to remove. It's right here, page 4. Okay? Right up front. You get your little introduction about what they're trying to do in these first 2 pages, the overall goal. But we're going to come back. Hold on. Remember, we got to come back to page 3. Don't forget, we got to come back to page 3. We're going to come back to it. So it says right here, impact should be afforded the opportunity to enable and protect the university's competitiveness on the global stage in fair competition with other institutions in other states in the highest Carnegie classification. All right. Include performance metrics and standards common for all institutions and metrics and standards unique to institutions depending on institutional core missions. So they want to be tracking. We're going to be tracking your record on enabling and protecting the university's competitiveness on a global stage. So they're not competing with another state. They're competing on the global stage against other nations. This is the aspirations of this bill. Okay, and they're going to track it with metrics and standards based upon the usual, based upon the politics as usual. We're going to keep going. We got some more highlights. It says right here, a university may not solicit pledges, except pledges to uphold general and federal law, the United States Constitution, and the state constitution, or statements or commitments for or against certain viewpoints about diversity, equity, and inclusion, critical race theory rhetoric, or political identity or ideology as part of any hiring, promotion, disciplinary, or evaluation process, including as part of applications for employment, promotion, tenure, blah, 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 blah. Okay, y'all see that? Let's keep going. Right here, prohibited expenditures, aka we ain't spending money on it neither, may not expend any funds regardless of source to purchase membership in, goods, or services from any organization that discriminates based on race, color, national origin, sex, disability, genders crossed out. He said, we don't even want to go there with y'all. We don't even want to go there because if we put gender in this, it's going to be a million fucking genders going to pop out the woodwork. And they like, nah, we're not even going to include that. So I guess you can discriminate based upon gender. I don't know. Let's continue. May not expend any state or federal funds to promote or advocate for diversity, equity, inclusion, promote or engage in political or social activism, speaking or acting on behalf of the universities, get special preferential treatment or special benefits based upon race, color, national origin, sex, disability, or religion. The goals of the Institute are to, and this is talking about the Institute for Risk Management and Insurance Education. Obviously, technological innovations, data analytics, system level thinking, technology integration, entrepreneurship, and actuarial science, data science, AI, computer science, engineering, finance, economics, and sales, actuarial science, computer science, economics, engineering, environmental science, finance, forensics, law, management, marketing, psychology, environment, pandemic disease, digital security, technology, and AI. All right, so you see some of the aspirations of this. And right here it says portraits of patriotism. We're going to come back to that later. That's another earmark. Encourage civic literacy in the state. Understanding of how individual rights, constitutionalism, separation of powers, and federalism function within the American system of government. Basically saying, you idiots don't even know how the system works, so we need to teach you how the system works. Model civic discourse that recognizes the importance of, viewpoint diversity, intellectual rigor, and an evidence-based approach to history. Evidence-based approach to history. We're going to come back to all of this. Don't you worry. Must not include in its curriculum. Right here it says general education, core courses. Must not include curriculum that is critical race theory, race studies. You see all that? Critical social justice or intersectionality. And people are going to be upset after they see what I have to say about this, but I'm going to be very frank, honest, and upfront. First of all, I got a question for the left. Why are you mad at this? I'm going to show you why. This bill is probably some of the slickest work I've ever seen written in a bill. This is slick work right here. And I'm going to show you why. Because they're actually using the same language of the civil rights in this bill. They're taking the word. This is why I say it's slick. Because they're taking the words of the left and put it in the bill and use it against them. It says right here, look at this right here. Prohibited expenditures may not expend any funds regardless of source to purchase membership in goods and services in any organization that discriminates on the basis of race, color, national origin, sex, disability, or religion. Civil rights movement made that bar up. That's what people fought for. That's what the activists fought for. We don't want to be discriminated based upon our race. But see, they flipped it because it's like, if you got an all black organization, you discriminating based upon race. We don't allow white only. And you can make the argument that there's going to be white fraternities there, but they're not promoted as such. So you're going to have to change your thing up. And that's what I think D.L. Hughley was saying. You know, for those organizations, you're going to have to change your swag up. You can't promote. This is some of the best legal wet work I've seen in a while. I've seen an absolute while. Using the same argument. How do you fight that? How do you fight the same argument that you fought for? You know, change a couple of words on the website, you'll be all right. So I'm not really worried about the Greek organizations. Those things are secret societies anyway. So those things are still going to exist. You know, people say, oh, you might not get no funding support from university, but, you know, if you build it on your own, why do you need that? You know, it's a lot of Greek culture there. They should be able to take care of themselves. Matter of fact, the people in these Greek cultures, that's how people come up. You know, you join this organization and you get all their connections, you know, because such and such is CEO at whatever company and you pledge the same, you know, that's the boule right there. That's your Illuminati. That's your skull and bones at Yale. That's all of that. So what really are we talking about we losing? I know the Greeks going to be upset. But I think the Greeks will be all right. They got all the connections. You be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you why I like the bill, though. The people are going to be upset. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you why I like the bill. And if you don't like the bill, it's probably because you ain't got no kids or you one of these new niggas. I ain't one of these new niggas. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want none of this shit in my school system neither. And I'm going to show you where I'm going to show you the bad parts. I'm going to show you the parts I like, and I'm going to show you the parts I don't like. And I'm just upset that people haven't pointed out the parts that I don't like. There's parts in there. We're going to go over it. We are going to go over it. But right here, okay? Listen, I spoke to the homie today. He was like, yo, you know what's up with that DeSantis stuff? I'm like, what? He like, yo, they putting the rainbow flag in the black studies. I'm like, bruh, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, so if the university wants to focus on tech and AI and data science and all these things, if I'm sending my child to a university, you know what the last thing I want my child to learn is? This shit right here. All this shit right here. You send your kids off and they get involved in these critical theories. Do you know what happens? They come back home with piercings all over their face, tattoos, an addiction to social media, addiction to medication. They want to change the genders, want to chop the titties off, chop the dick. Nigga. Talking about they communists. I didn't send you to school to become a radical. I sent you to school to learn a skill, a trade, so you can go out here and flip some chicken. That's what I sent you to. We not out here trying to change the world. That's not how you do it. The ideologies of these things, these critical race theories are, straight out of the Marxist handbook. Divide, 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 divide. You keep dividing and dividing. And the trick is they hide because they point the finger at everybody else, claiming everybody else is the one trying to divide. But look how many things they done divided up. How many critical theories do we need? You got a critical race theory for fucking everything. You don't need this much critical theory. You're doing too much critical theory and not enough critical sciences. Not enough critical art. Shut up and get to work. Shut up and get to work. Because what you're asking for, you're going to see, it just inflates the state. It inflates the state. Before you know it, you starving in a gulag. Talking about, I ain't want to do that work. This is communism. This is socialism. You do the work that the state tells you. You do the job the state tells you got. Free market capitalism, free market economics. It's your best option. It's the only thing that has options. This is freedom. Come get some of the pie. I ain't send you to school to dye your hair blue and come back. I sent you to school. Your name was Mary. You come back. Your name Michael. Motherfucker, I sent you to school with the name Mary. It's like you send your kids to these universities and they come back brainwashed and fucked up. This is the problem. Learning a whole bunch of bullshit. All this you see right here is bullshit. All of it. The whole thing from the rootum to the tootum is all corrupt. It's corrupt. The only thing I would say could counter any of this is if the black community was smart, you know what they would do? Watch this.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus? I love that guy. He's terrific.
You would tell him add some Hotep in the university. That's what you tell him. That would be my counter. You know what? Y'all want all this shit to exist? Where the fuck is critical Hotep theory? You missing critical Hotep theory in this whole shit, so I can't trust none of it. You being biased. You being biased. Where's critical Hotep theory? It's not there. You villainize that because it was a little too conservative. You want all this liberal bullshit. Radical feminist theory and radical gender theory. What the fuck is radical gender theory? You're doing way too much for something that matters way too little. That's the problem. That's the absolute problem. It's ridiculous. So no, I support this. I support this bill. Just keep, if you could keep that, nigga, this so, you know what killed me? You could keep, all right, watch this. Critical race theory. Let's just say I let that pass. Critical race studies. Let's say I let that pass. Critical ethnic studies. Let's say I let that pass. Radical feminist theory. I'm gonna let that pass too. Radical gender theory. All right, let it pass. Queer theory. Crazy. Let it pass. Critical social justice. See, that's the icing on the cake. The critical social justice is the radicalism of all the previous theories. Critical social justice wraps up, it envelops all of them. You take all these theories and it expresses itself as critical social justice. This is what you see in the streets and the organizations. And then when you talk about division, the next word right here, it says intersectionality. Intersectionality just means more sections, aka more division. More division. That's what they're pushing. But Saul Alinsky, blame your enemy for that which you are guilty. So they tell everybody, look, they're discriminating. Look, they're dividing us. And meanwhile, you look right in their playbook and it say right there, intersectionality. They done divided us up by race. They divided us up by ethnicity, by gender, three different ways. Because you got feminist, then you got gender, then you got queer theory. Like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And then you want to teach this shit to kids. Like, if you want to learn about this shit, yo, just like go get a book or something or attend one of them dumbass classes that they be having. And do that shit on your own time. But like, as the document said, we are not going to be sending any money for these programs. And I'm not paying for my, I send my daughter to school and y'all teaching her goddamn gender studies on this shit. What can she do? When I send her to your institution and she comes back, what can she do but run her mouth? What can she do? That's what I want to know. What are the skills? I want the hard sciences. And they got the nerve to sit up here and make this. And that's what the white liberals going to do, right? They're going to go, oh, since we can't push our shit, we'll make everybody think this is about black people. So they throw us right in the mix. Now it's two groups of people fighting. Imagine you got a group on this side with the gun pointed this way and a group on this side with the gun pointed that way and you in the middle. That's black people. That's black people. And we think these fools over here is on our side, these goddamn liberals, but they'll shoot us just to blame it on them. Early. So no, I don't want this. I don't want this. You throw us right in the middle of the mix so we can sort out y'all drama? No, how about y'all sort out y'all drama and leave black people out of this? This ain't our fight. This ain't our fight. This ain't our fight. This is a fight between. Let me be as specific as possible when I say this, because I almost said republicanism. And it is, if you look at the true definition of what a republic is, it's definitely that. It's definitely that. It's definitely republicanism. By all means. But at the very core, it's statism. I'm gonna show you what I mean here. Hold on. Now I told you we was gonna get to the bad. Actually, we have to go back to page 1. Remember I told you? Page right here. Here we go. Curriculum that promotes citizenship in a constitutional republic. So that's what I meant by it's very much Republican. I want to base it on a curriculum that promotes citizenship. So you have on one side the republic, nationalism. On the other side, you have socialism. These things have always been diametrically opposed. In fact, socialism was created to destroy nationalism. Like that's the whole point of it, is to destroy the nation. Or at least that's what happens when you have it. The nation's just destroyed. Let's continue to support this point right here. There's some more here. I'm gonna show you. And like I said, if you're looking at this from a libertarian point of view, then you see statism in here. You see worship of the state. This is technically swapping of ideologies. This isn't a partisan bill. No, I mean a bipartisan bill. No, this is partisan as shit. Okay, there is no compromise in this motherfucking bill. No. They say this is the way we do things, and if you don't want to learn how we do it, take your ass on. That's what this bill basically says. But they are going to brainwash you with the new ideology. It's going to be a different ideology. It's not going to be this weird shit. It's going to be a form of nationalism. You see it right here. It says portraits and patriotism. We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to this. You see it says portraits and patriotism. We're going to come back to that because I think that's House Bill 5 or something like that. Encourage civic literacy in the state. I mean, I think everybody needs a class in civics. Okay. Understanding of individual rights. Okay. Which allows you to be whatever gender the fuck you want. See, your rights are still here. Constitutionalism. That's the belief in the Constitution. That's what this country was founded upon. I can't be mad at it. It's statism, but at least it's consistent. At least it's consistent based upon the bill. No actions. Separation of powers. And federalism function within the American system of government. You're going to do things our way. That's what it's saying. Model civic discourse that recognizes the importance and the importance of viewpoint diversity. Now, I like this. I like this term. Viewpoint diversity. I've been saying that for a long time. We have so much diversity of gender, so much diversity of skin color, but we don't have diversity of thought, diversity of mind. As this document states, diversity of viewpoint. We want a lot of different viewpoints. We don't just want, they want to shove that critical bullshit theory down our throats. Intellectual rigor and an evidence-based approach to history. So they want intellect. If you say something about history, you better have your facts with you. I'm not opposed to this bill, yo. Maybe because I got kids, but must not include curriculum again. Critical race theory. So we said we were going to go back. Let's go back. I'm going to open up the phone lines, 202-596-5631. Did I say that right? Somebody post a number in the chat. We're going to go to callers. We're going to take callers on this one. 202-596-5631, I think. Where is it? It's going to be right here. Nope. Here. There we go. Let's go to this subject matter. Let's see. What up, chat? How y'all feeling? Okay. We're going here. Let's take a look at this. We got to switch sources really fast. Bro. All right, here we go. So, portraits and patriotism. So basically it says right here, portrait and patriotism, a video library, first person accounts of immigrants who lived under authoritarian regimes. Lawmakers based that vision on videos of Holocaust survivors sharing their stories at the Holocaust Museum. High school government courses will include comparative discussion of political ideologies. The measure also includes lessons on the evils of communism and totalitarianism. I'm trying to figure out where they're going wrong. I'm trying to figure out where they're going wrong. Yeah. Where are the lessons about the evils of communism, damn it? Where are the lessons about the evils of communism? Where are they? Somebody tell me. I you know, when I saw the brother show me the information, frankly, I thought I was going to be offended by what I saw. I thought this bill was, you know, the way people have been talking about this bill was like it was just racist, and I'm looking at it. Phone lines is open, man. 202-596-5631. We're going to talk super chats. We got to talk about this, man. David Zientara, Ukraine has invited Ron DeSantis to visit. If I were him, I would decline the invite. They trying to send Ron to Ukraine, bro. Cherie Qualls, I love you, Hotep. Keep talking. Thank you, Cherie. I appreciate you. That's love. That's love. That's love right there. You know, I wanted to hate this bill. You know, I wanted it to be racist because that's what everybody made it seem. I thought I was going to be like, oh, wow, yeah, DeSantis finally did something racist. Then I'm reading the text and I'm just like, where the stuff we supposed to be mad at? Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see it.
Call from
Jonah.
Oh, shucks. My boy Jonah on the line. What up, man? Talk to me, bro.
Oh, you got me on the wrong topic, bro. You got me on the wrong topic.
What happened?
You talking about his education? Let's start with 1903. John D. Rockefeller started the General Education Board. Then he partnered up with Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie. Do you know how much money they spent between 1903 and 1954 to actually usurp American education?
How much did they spend, sir?
It's close to $30 billion, and they actually admit it on the Rockefeller archive site in today's dollar.
Ooh.
So it was like 500 something million back then.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the start of it.
Keep going.
Then the Dodd report, the Reese Committee. They actually outright state that they were getting rid of individualism and pushing towards socialism. In the congressional hearings, they're actually talking about how Rockefeller funded Kinsey. You know, a kid, the one who was 6 months old, and saying because they have an orgasm, they enjoyed it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So I mean,
go. See, that's why they want to. That's why they want to teach all these critical theories. That's what's next.
I know it's completely been taken over. And you said it was a battle between whatever. It's a battle between those who still swear allegiance to the cousin fuckers in Buckingham Palace and everyone else. Hey man, Prince Philip and Lizzie, you know, they were related 6 times in 5 generations. And Meghan Markle is actually related to Harry, but I think it's like 10 generations. But that's enough for Elizabeth Warren to call herself First Nations, right?
Oh man, hold on, man. I'm getting overload, man. You hit me with too much. Damn.
Hey, I'm Irish. I hate that family. I'm Irish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Y'all got a lot of history. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's white on white crime. Yeah. That's white on white crime right there, man. I don't like to see it.
They're not white. They're lizards.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Hey, and don't forget, you know, when people don't talk about education, right? I'll go with, since I'm Canadian, I'll go right into it. Under the authority of Queen Elizabeth, because we're still a Commonwealth, our government signed a Indian Act or whatever, where they send the RCMP in to kidnap First Nations children and send them to school so they can indoctrinate them. So when you're talking about education is the enemy of all humanity. Education itself, the word actually comes from Latin. It means to train animals. So your overlords are telling you that they believe you're animals.
Jonah, he don't miss. Jonah don't miss. Yo, let me get some more people on the line, man. I love hearing it, man. Keep that shit coming, baby.
Hey, I'm doing an audio podcast tomorrow. Hit me up and I'll send you the link.
Send me the link,
It's going
Jonah.
into all this stuff, actually. It's actually going into all this stuff tomorrow. So.
Hey, we need all of that, man.
Yeah.
Send me the link.
Awesome.
Send me the link, and I'll retweet it or I'll tweet it out.
Okay.
All right, Hotep and Bill, bro. Yo, Jonah be bringing too much heat. Jonah, hold up, man. He came with the whole flamethrower. Last caller, we missed the last caller. Call back in, last caller. Damn, Jonah came in with the flamethrower. Hold up, man. Damn. Chad Lamore and critical race theory, teaching white supremacy to black kids, guilt to white kids, nasty word. Oof. Careful not to go to the other extreme. Respect the devil. That's nasty work, Chad. Did you see what he just said? Teaching white supremacy to black kids and guilt to white kids. It just got hot in here. No Nelly. Iraq a Lego. What? Just had to get that chat rev about above 2 digits. Hey man, appreciate that. Somebody looking out. We missed a caller. Call if you want to call back in. I just, like I said, man, I took a look at the bill. I read it. It's like 18 pages or something like that. What's there to be mad at? I mean, I'm not sending my daughter to school to learn how to be black. I'm sorry. I'm not sending my black daughter to a university to learn how to be black. She's already black. What can you teach her how to do? This is why the Nigerians is kicking our ass. They're not going to school learning about fucking critical race theory. Motherfuckers putting together robots and shit. What can your son do? We about to get lapped by China, Russia. Goddamn Russian kids is taking apart guns in the goddamn class. They trying to take the guns from us. Got the whole new bill out there where they gonna snoop in on your credit card information, your bank information. That's what they doing over here. But what are we doing? Are we, I'm not sending my black child to school to learn how to be black. I taught them how to be black already. It's not what I don't need nobody else to teach my children, my black children, how to be black. That makes no fucking sense to me. Unless you're one of those families who ain't really black, for whatever that means, however you want to take that. But my children don't need to go to school to learn how to be black. They are very secure in their skin. If your children aren't secure in their skin, maybe it's something wrong with the information you taught them. Maybe you taught them an ideology of fear and struggle.
Call from.
Your partner in crime for Hotep court.
Oh, Chad, you hung up.
Call from.
Ham.
Yo, what's up, bro? You on the line with Hotep?
Yo, Hotep.
Hotep.
Am I live?
You live.
Oh, what up? What's good?
What's good?
Good. Hold on. Let me turn down the volume.
Call back in, last caller.
But yeah, you on fire, bro.
Huh?
I love your content.
Yeah, I
I've
appreciate
been
it.
listening to you since, I want to say, since the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's love, man. Listen, you enjoying the broadcast tonight?
I am.
That's what's up.
Like, listen, like, this whole bill shit
Okay.
is dividing. It's dividing. That's all it is.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And they blame everybody else for doing that. And it's right there in the work. It says intersectionality. How many goddamn sections do we need? How many goddamn critical studies do we need? Huh?
Yeah, they coming after our kids. That's the weird thing.
That's it
Like,
right there.
they're
You
coming
said it
after-
right there. They got the queens dancing with them. The drag ladies dancing with them. They putting this fucking critical bullshit theory in their head.
It's disgusting. It's the worst in humanity. We're
Exactly.
showing our ass in America, and I visited Jamaica. I want to raise my kid in Jamaica. I'm not gonna influence my kid in this fucking bullshit atmosphere.
Go off. Talk heavy. That's what I'm with you. It's getting weird out here. Like, what are we doing? Well, we got to lead a country to raise our kids. Like, you got to move to Florida. You know what I mean? Where they got some
the Chinese
sense.
raise my kids. Let the Chinese raise my kids. For real. Fact. I ain't let my kid raise no like fucking critical race theory or like what the fuck?
Yeah, send my kid to
Victim?
Japan.
No.
My kid come back and kung fu and math. What's up? Huh? Teach my kid kung fu and math. What's up, yo? That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for when I send them to school. They better be good at math and kick ass. That's a good deal right there. Send my kid to the Chinese people, the Asians, man. They fucking get it. I ain't mad at you.
You can't
bro.
go wrong. You can't go wrong. But yeah, no, I mean in the States
They gonna have some spyware on their phone when they come back, so you gonna have to get them some new phones. Like, nah.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know how can we fix things here in the
How
States?
can we fix things?
That's why I'm trying to.
only got one answer for you. This is the same answer I give everybody. You ready?
All right.
Hotep is the way.
I feel you.
I'm telling you. You got to support the Hoteps. I'm not saying this because you got to trust me. It's because that's the only advice I could give to you that's honest. I can't tell you to do nothing but believe in me. Believe in Uncle Hotep. Believe in Cannon. Believe in Cam. Believe in Chad. Believe in the community. It's community building. It's organization. We are dominated by families and organizations. When you look at things like critical race theory, it doesn't become a thing by one person. It's organizations, right? So you build the tribe. That's why I say support Hotep, be a part of the community, be a part of the tribe. That is the way. And if it's not this tribe, find your tribe. You know,
I know.
That's
I
all
know,
it is.
Hotep, but I'm trying to get you on Fox News. Let's not get too wild.
You trying to get me on Fox News?
Yeah.
What you mean? I've been on Fox News.
I want to see you on Fox News
I just did
multiple
Fox
times.
I just did Fox 3 times. What you mean? I'm on Gutfeld. What's up?
Yeah. You on there? Yeah. I want to see you on network. We out here.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Hotep and Bill, bro.
Absolutely.
Yo, I appreciate that caller right there. That's love, yo. Who is that was calling the chat? My bad. I missed your call, bro. Call back in. Now, I appreciate that caller right there. That's love. It's division, man. It's all division, man. All of this stuff is division. I like what he said, though. He said, yo, have the Asians educate my child. That's what he said. Have the Asians educate my child. I mean, much rather that than the Western. Than the West. You gotta let the West educate your child. Oh my God. I mean, there's a lot of statism. I mean, you know, if you think about it, what are the ideologies that we're swapping here? Let me try and keep an eye on the phones. Did I miss anything on Rumble? Shout out to my Rumblers. My Rumblers rumbling over there. I see you. Ninja 2. I see you. Hold on, I'm sorry. But how do you have these, you know, this idea of, you know, this Marxist thing, but on the other side, this ideology of statism? It's like, you know, this is the way we do things in this country. We go based upon the Constitution. You are going to affirm this. You are not going. But I mean, I think it's explicitly stated that the state of Florida is not going to assist in, you know, with that. They don't want to be a part of it. If you want to do that on your own time, you know, that's a whole nother thing, but not with the college funds, not with the state funds. You're not about to be running out here and wasting on that. Put that in the, you know, AI or some other program so we can be competitive on the global stage, like they said. But they are teaching that federalist ideology. Now, personally, I don't agree with that type of government. If anybody's been following me for a long time, you know me. I like dictatorships. Dictatorships are great. You know what? The only problem with dictatorship is national security. It's the only problem, and it's a really fucking big problem. But as far as like having liberty, you know, dictatorship, I think things move a lot slower, you know, because everything's got to go through one man. You know, when you start putting all these fucking cooks in the kitchen, AKA Congress, you know, that's when shit starts getting weird. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to fucking say so and shit. You shut the fuck up, lady. You sound crazy. That's what I want to say if I was in Congress. Shut the fuck up. You sound stupid. You can't say that, but that's what I'd want to say. Like when you hear some of these people talk, you know, but it's teaching federalism, you know, and I think there's other types of, you know, I think monarchies are beautiful. You know, of all the things I think are better than federalists, I'm a fan of monarchies and dictatorships, specifically the kind tied to a religion. We need a fucking what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? A religious king. Our king got to be, you know how they say separation of the church and state? Nah, that's a bad idea. Merge them bitches. This is our religion. Put this goddamn hijab on your head. Put your titties up. You know what I'm saying? Put your ass away. Use your brain cells. I am very much a fan of that, you know. Jonah Ryan, public education is in the 10 tenets of communism and 25 points of Mr. Funny Mustache from Germany. Jonah Ryan just posted on the HBTY Rockefeller and Jim Crow. Oh, man. Rockefeller and Jim Crow. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. He said we need separation of bank and state. I like that. Separation of bank and state. I like that. That's inside of the ages with that bar right there. That's a bar right there. That's a bar right there. Separation of fucking monarchies can work with a philosopher king. Yeah, we need a philosopher king, man. We need a philosopher king. That's exactly what we need, you know. And you know, I've volunteered for the job, right? And people always say the person who volunteers for the job doesn't really deserve the job because he wants the job. Well, I'm not volunteering for the job because I want the job. I'm volunteering for the job because I don't trust nobody else to do it.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep Jesus? I love that guy. He's terrific.
He's just the facts of the matter. I don't want to do it, but I don't trust nobody else but
Call
me.
from
Your partner in crime.
Oh, there you go. Cadillac, what up, man?
What's up, man? I don't know how worried you are about tomorrow night, but you know, I am not at all.
Come on, man. He ain't got nothing on us.
I don't even know what he just like brings me into this stuff. And he's like, oh, I got both of y'all. I'm bringing like what?
Oh, exactly. He ain't state the charges. That's how you know he ain't got nothing. He bluffing. He got nothing. He got nothing for Hotep Court Thursday.
Shit. So look, I just wanted to real quick, because I know we're talking about, you know, there's the critical race and the critical this and the that and the, you know, all that shit. But there's some other stuff going on too. Like there's all kind of weirdo stuff. I sent something in the Men of Order chat earlier. My wife sent me this. We got little narcs on the inside of some of these schools and stuff like that, constantly sending us stuff of what is being put in front of these kids. This is for fifth graders. It's a survey from women.com. So that should tell you all you need to know right there. Women.com.
See,
anyway,
already doing bad.
It's a moral compass quiz. And a couple of the questions are, which of these is the least evil? Euthanasia of a gravely injured animal, physician-assisted suicide for the terminally ill, or pulling the plug on someone in a coma? For fifth graders, they're asking them this. Then here's another one. It says, which of these is the least evil? Sacrificing another person to save loved ones, sacrificing another to save yourself, or sacrificing one to save many? Now, that's the reason why I called, was that question right there, because I would like for people to understand that sacrifice is not when you kill someone else. Sacrifice is when you give something up of yourself. So these people actually think it's sacrificing when you kill someone else.
It says everything right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, these are the psychos that are teaching our kids.
Yep.
Get your kids out of these schools right now.
A. Sappington.
That's it.
I got mines out. I got mines out, bro.
Yep.
I got mines out, bro. I had to pull him out. I had to pull him out, man. I couldn't do it. Yo, it was getting too bad, man. It was getting too bad. I said, you know what, y'all. You know what it was? I started looking at what they didn't know compared to what they did know. And I'm like, I could do way better than in school. I could do, you know.
And you want to talk about sacrifice? That's sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because I know that cuts into, you know, the time that you had that you got to spend on other stuff. Yeah. On other projects and everything like that. And that's the part where, I mean, when my wife, it was 2008. I told her,
you know, I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. You got to stop. She was teaching at the time, and our kids were little, and this is before my youngest was even born. And you know, she quit working because it was, first of all, it was stressing her out, and second of all, it was making it to where it was a lot harder for her to play the role that she needed to play in their lives.
Mm.
And you don't want other people playing that role for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So either family, you know, grandparents, you know, something like that, or you yourself got to take care of that and carry that mantle, because that's the way it was and that's the way it should be. We've let this fast-paced world, this consumer culture, get the best of us to where we farm this stuff out, we subcontract this stuff out, and you know, we're subcontracting the lives of our future to other people. I mean, right?
You ain't lied, man. This shit is sad out here, man. This shit is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
That we have to take it to this length, but you got to. You got to take on that responsibility, man.
Yeah.
You got no choice. Yo, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Hotep and Bill. Man. Noam Sane says, my name rhymes with home, as in schooling. Got some ideas to share soon, but wondered what Hotep Nation is doing about homeschooling. We support the homeschooling community. Programs that are in the homeschooling community, we support them. We're trying to help grow the community. Basically what we do. Currently we have a home hacker camp, home hacker org. Basically teaching kids robotics, programming, coding, things of that nature, tech, and taking a look at families who can't afford these programs and providing scholarships to children to learn real skills, learn hard sciences. You know, we're not funding critical race theory. It's not what we're doing. We want to get behind some hard sciences, things that can be proven definitively, like math. You know? Jonah Ryan said, but monarchies always keep it in the family. Look at Europe, peasants killing each other over which cousin is better. My younger brother, Med Sui. Yeah, well, you know, I think that I think monarchies get a bad rap. I don't think monarchies are as bad as people make them seem. I think the history books are so communist that communists want to make monarchies look bad, because communism comes right after monarchies. The monarchies literally fall because of socialism. The Tsar in Russia, the Kaiser in Germany, all these things came about because of socialist revolution. So, and then you compare it to now, what we have now, peasants is killing each other over dumb reasons. You know, motherfuckers gonna kill each other. I don't know what it is about our species, but that just seems to be a constant, right? We want to minimize it through various ways. I don't think critical race theory is one of those ways that we do it. I think it's teaching people how to survive. That's what I think it comes down to. Teaching people how to survive. You know, when you go to the fucking jungles and the safaris, there's only but so much gazelle to be caught. And when one lion pride can't catch no gazelle, there's not a protest outside the woods and shit to say, yo, outside the den, hey, listen, y'all got to share with them because they black lions. It's not what happens. It's not what happens. It's eat or be food. It's eat or be food out here. It's eat or be food. You either gonna eat or you're gonna be somebody's food. And a lot of these people in these socialist movements, somebody else's food. You working on somebody else's program. What's your program? It's ugly out here. Said monarchies do have a duty to their people. Fair point. If you're a bad monarchy, you could lose your head. See what I'm saying? That's the thing with monarchies. John Wallace says, second time watcher here, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, thanks, bro. Thanks for supporting the channel. That's love. So you have, these are the two ideologies we have. We have, it is a democratic republic. It's Rome. You got to understand, this is all Rome. This is still Rome. We live in Rome, okay? We live in Rome. Biden is Caesar or some delinquent emperor. But this is Rome, where you have a Senate, and people backstab each other all the time in Rome, just like they do in politics. You think, see, the thing is, back in the day, you got a knife in your back in Rome. Now the knife in your back is metaphorical. The knife in your back is metaphorical. Now they find other ways to put the knife in your back. Politics isn't changed. So we are this. So on one side, you have DeSantis teaching democratic republicanism. If I had to take my pick between democratic, if I was going to send my kid to school and they had to learn something, I wouldn't mind learning like Caesar. If I had to take a choice between that and critical butt theory, listen, you can give me Caesar all day, pause. Teach my kid like Rome. Teach my kid like Rome. When in Rome, do as the Romans. Isn't that what they say? When in Rome, do as the Romans. People trying to turn Rome to Greece.
Hotep Jesus? I love that guy. He's terrific.
They're trying to turn Rome, modern day Rome, into Greece. You guys know what Greece looked like, right? Some of y'all know that history. That looks very similar today. We know the debauchery that came out of that civilization, their history. Looks much like today. So I have to choose between Rome and Greece. Give me Rome. And that's what this comes down to. That's what this comes down to. Because otherwise you're going to have critical butt theory. That's what Greece is, critical butt theory. Greece had 1,000,001 goddamn philosophers. Rome was putting in work. Okay? Rome went a long time too. Rome had a long run. They had a long run. I mean, you're talking about a civilization that moved on into, I want to say, the 1700s, maybe even the 1800s. When did the Ottoman Empire take down Constantinople? What year? Chat, tell me what year the Sultan took out Constantinople. Tell me what year that was. Said the Greeks are doing psychedelics. Yeah. Yeah, we are in Rome. I would choose Rome. But Rome had a long run. Greece, not so much. As an empire, not so much. Greece provided a lot of, they survived off their literature. Their history survived off of their literature and their philosophers, you know. 1453, that's a good run. That's a good run. It's a good run, man. Rome had a good run, man. I'm sorry. If I'm cooning for liking the DeSantis, I need somebody to show me how I'm wrong, though. If I'm cooning, because here's the thing. Here's why I know I'm not cooning. I'm going to tell you right now why I know I'm not cooning. Because I'm not saying don't teach Black history. What I'm saying is there is no more Black history and Black history. It's all gender queer theory. That's Black history now. That's what it is. It's social activism. It's social activism. That's what Black history is now. What? We've gotten so far away from the roots. Full-on Marxism. We've replaced ourselves with another ideology that is not of ours. A parasitic ideology, because socialism needs a host. It needs somebody to fund its dumbass ideas. It's a parasite. It's a parasitic ideology. It depends on somebody else to run it, somebody else's money, because they don't know how to generate any. And this is what I'm supposed to teach. This is what I'm supposed to teach my children. Why would I ever teach them that? Why would I ever teach them that? That makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. But the truth of the matter is, Black history is no longer Black history. I don't know. Actually, I do know where we lost that fight. We lost that fight at Black Lives Matter when we let them take over. How much billion got pumped into that organization? 40 billion. Oh my God, so much. Or behind the brand or something like that. I don't know. And I think that's the issue. I think that there are logical Black folks who are looking at this as if critical race theory or critical Black theory is going to teach your children, about real Black shit. You don't know. There's so many people out there that don't know this comes with critical butt theory. Critical gender theory. That's what this comes with. And they don't know it. And people don't know it. And that's why they're making these decisions. That's why they're upset. Because they've been lied to. They've been deceived. We ain't laying on gender studies. Gender studies landed on us.
Hotep Jesus? I love that guy. He's terrific.
You serious? And we accept it. I'm not accepting it. I'm sorry, I'm not. I got kids. Like I said before, I'm not sending my kids to school to learn critical butt theory. I need them to go and get some hard sciences. You heard that one caller, what'd he say? Kung Fu and math. It makes no sense. So I can't be mad at it. I don't know what angle somebody could come at. I'm talking to Bryson Gray this week, though. I'm talking to Bryson Gray Friday night at 10, actually. Bryson Gray got canceled recently. Did y'all know that? Or he canceled himself. I don't know what the story is. I want to get to the bottom of it. So I'll be talking to Bryson Gray. Y'all know him. Billboard, top 10 artist, top 5, number 1 record, something like that. I know he got plaques. He got them plaques. Well-accomplished hip-hop artist, MAGA rapper. Will be on my platform. You're going to talk to me about, I think somebody said he got kicked off a show, a Trump show. He was supposed to be performing with Trump, and then they kicked him out because of how he felt about the rainbow community. So I want to get the real, I want to get it firsthand from Bryson. I want to hear from Bryson and see what's going on. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Friday night at 10. I'm going to set that stream up as soon as Top Lobster send me the thumbnail. We're gonna get to the bottom of that. I spoke to Tony X last night. He was putting people on notice. Y'all gotta go watch that. Jonah Ryan said London School of Econ, founded by the Fabian Society. Oh man. Oh, not the Fabian Society. If y'all know who the Fabian Society is, man, that's basically like the Illuminati for the socialists. George Orwell was on that board. George Orwell was a Fabian socialist. Yep. He knew. He was on the inside. That's why he was sounding the alarm. He was a whistleblower. George Orwell was a Fabian Society whistleblower. That's facts. That's facts. But I don't know, black community. I'm with y'all, I'm with y'all all the way. But I think it's very clever. What's the name did. What DeSantis and them did with this bill. It took the exact verbiage of discrimination of rights straight out of the civil rights playbook and threw it back at you and said, yo, you said we can't discriminate or support any organizations that discriminate based upon race, gender, such and such, such and such. So you can't have a female studies course. You can't have, you're discriminating. You could hate it. You could not like that. You could, I have no problem. You said you didn't like it because of some intentions or whatever, but you got to respect it. Okay. You got to respect that. It's respectable in my opinion. He's keeping it 100. You could argue and say, hey, but we need these black spaces and these spaces for all these people. I hear you. However, it's discrimination. It is. And you can argue and say, well, it's not discrimination because it's black against white people and black people can't oppress white people. But the white liberal can define your reality for you and make you believe it, and that's power. The white liberal can define your reality for you and make you believe what they want, whatever they want to believe, whatever they want you to believe. That's power. They control your reality, control your perception of things. You're not thinking outside the box. You're thinking in their box, the box they created for you. The struggle box. Inside the box, you put your hand in the box, and it's a little bit of slavery in there, and it's a whip in there, and some fucking chains in there, and it's just like, yo, what's this box you gave me, bro? Where the flowers at? Where the gold at? Imagine somebody gave you a box, right? Imagine you bumped your head, you had amnesia, right? Check this out. You bumped your head, you had amnesia, and they wanted to bring your memory back. So they brought you a box, and in that box was some cotton, some chains, a whip. What would you think? Like, you'd be like, God damn, what was wrong with my life? What was I into? But if somebody brought you a box and it had flowers and gold and money and books and knowledge, you'd be like, oh, this is great. Thanks for the box of goodies. This is what we feed our people. This is the box they give our people. Inferiority. A big old box of inferiority. Meanwhile, everybody else's culture is giving them a big old box of superiority.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Do you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Jonah Ryan said Fabian Society equals Milner Roundtable equals Pioneer Council. A copy of Buck Breaking is in the goddamn box. A copy of Buck Breaking is in the box. What are we giving our people, y'all? And I get it. Struggle sells. But that's not what I'm trying to put in the box for people. I'm trying to put flowers in the box and gold and money and cash and love and books, computers, technology, AI, robots. It's just the box I hand somebody. You fucking handing them a goddamn box of fucking Whips, chains, and dildos. It looked like a goddamn sex freak show.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
What's going on in the box? You got whips, chains, and butt plugs in the box. Calling it critical race theory. What are we doing? What are we doing? Whips and chains in a box with a butt plug. Calling it critical race theory. This is what they giving my people, yo. This is what they want me to support. This is what I'm supposed to be mad that DeSantis got rid of. Now you can take this shit, throw it in the garbage, yo. It's for all I care, DeSantis. You could throw this shit in the garbage. I got time for that. Serious? Yeah, late night with Hotep. We out here, man. I can't do it. Throw that whole box out. This is where we're at. Pandora's box. You just hit it, J Pylon. You just put the bow on it. Pandora's box. You just put the bow on it. Chad said it sounds like critical race theory. Exactly. Whips, chains, and butt plugs. If anybody asks you what critical race theory is, just tell them whips, chains, and butt plugs.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And you remember where you heard it first, because they're going to run with that. And I'm going to have no problem with that. I just need y'all to remember where you heard it first. If you need to explain critical race theory to anybody, whips, chains, and butt plugs. It's critical race theory. That's what they giving black folks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said critical. Come on, Chad, behave. Behave, man. I don't know what they want us to do with this, man. I don't know what they want us to do with this. I can't support it. Why would I support that? I know, you're supposed to be inclusive and diverse and all this other shit. And it's like, yo, come on, fam. Your pronouns are what? Come on, bro. I ain't got time to be keeping track of all these pronouns, bro. Let's get this money. Let's build. Let's create something. Let's talk about ideas. You want to tell me about your ass and what you want to cut off and what you want to keep and what you want to enhance. Relax. Relax. Use your brain. Create something. Critical race theory. He said, question, where do you go from here? You go to HotepCon.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
HotepCon, man. August 17th to the 20th. Ahern Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. HotepNation.com. Come on, come out. We could talk about it. We could strategize. We could build. Get your tickets. They all inclusive. He said, how can you be more diverse than we already are? Yo, that's a great point. That's a great point. America is the most diverse place on the fucking planet. And you want to make it more diverse. You are bugging. What happens is you make shit diverse and then shit start breaking. Like that Silicon Valley Bank. You start putting all these woke females in positions. And all of a sudden shit start breaking because you're not choosing people based upon their experience. You're choosing people based upon some arbitrary factor. There's nothing to do with getting the job done. Then when shit breaks, you wonder why that happened. Maybe somebody experienced wouldn't have put all them billions in the mortgage-backed securities right in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe you didn't know the Fed was going to raise interest rates. I don't know how the CEO sat on the board. I knew that he was going to raise interest rates. How did I know he was going to raise interest rates? Because the motherfuckers are some dumbasses. Because the Federal Reserve is stupid. They're just dumb. That's the only explanation I got. They stupid. They're stupid. Why would you raise interest rates? Why would you make it harder to get money when people ain't got money? It's that simple. It's that simple. Why would you make it harder to get money when people ain't got money? You just had a pandemic. You're going to make it harder to get money? Make that make sense. Isn't that the time you like to provide some liquidity? You want to provide liquidity when everybody got money. That makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. And then be all caught off guard when inflation kicks in. You wasn't thinking about inflation when the market was doing good. These are the things I need my kids to learn about. Teach my kids about goddamn banking and the big scam that it is. It ain't nothing but Uncle Willie going to the dice game with your money. That's what banking is. If anybody asks you to explain banking, just tell them it's Uncle Willie going to the dice game with your money. Sometimes you're playing blackjack, sometimes you're playing dice. That's what banking is. Uncle Willie going to the dice game with your money. That's what banking is. Some people are good at it, and some people just ain't. But I can't support it. I can't support it. And I want my people, I want better for my people. I want them to know that this is a psyop, that this whole, critical race theory is a psyop. It's a psyop to destroy black power.
Hotep Jesus? I love that guy. He's terrific.
Critical race theory is a psyop to destroy black power. That's what it is. It's going to stop white power, black power, blue power, green power, all types of power except for their power. Except for Marxist power. That's what it is. It's set to destroy black people. Critical race theory is set to take the life out of black people. Shang Tsung, just suck your soul out. Take your soul out your body like Shang Tsung. Or Mortal Kombat. That's what it wants to do. Gone are the days where they whip you and beat you. Now they just take the soul. They just take the soul out your body. Just zap the soul out your body. Think about a community of people like the black community. Think about having the soul of the black community sucked out of it and replaced with whips, chains, and butt plugs. Imagine that's what they replenish you with as they take your soul. Let's pull the soul. You know how much soul matters. You know how much soul matters to the black community. It's all about soul, my soul, brother. Gotta have soul. These motherfuckers ain't got no soul. Well, that's exactly what they want to take from us, our soul. And that's what critical race theory does. It takes the soul out of the black community. Sucks it right out. Critical race theory. That's what happens. That's what happens, man. So I can't support it. I can't. There's no way to rationalize it. And I'd love for somebody to explain to me, if there's somebody out there who thinks they could explain to me why we should support the stopping of this bill that's black, whatever, on the left, come talk to me. Explain it to me. We can have a rational conversation. I have no problem. Let's have a rational conversation. Without name calling and yelling and all the emotional shit. No, let's just talk. Let's just talk. Let's talk about this shit, logically, from our brains. Let's talk logically through this. Because there's no way you're going to be able to show me that critical race theory don't got butt plugs in the box. It say queer theory right there. Why are we learning this? No, I don't want my children to learn about that. You got to explain to me why my children need to learn about that. And whatever you say, I'm sure it's going to be bullshit. And there's no reason you could even rationalize any of that bullshit. That's something elective. If your child feels like, they turned 18, 20, or whatever the fuck, and, they feel like they want to learn more about gender, then all right, do that shit on your own fucking time, not on the fucking taxpayer dollar, not on my dollar I'm sending you to university for, not on the state money, not on the tax dollar. You gotta do that on your own dollar. You want to learn about all these things. I'm sending you to be a productive. Taxpayers are paying for schools to create people who will be good for the economy, not people that want to destroy it. Fucking our bread up out here. You send your kid away to school to be useful to the economy, and they come out trying to be a cog in the economy. Socialists, communists. It's not what we want. We want you to be able to contribute to this society. And it's not hard to do. You just got to stop crying and take some responsibility and accountability for your own actions. Put one foot in front of the other and keep showing up every day. It's that simple. It's that simple. This isn't some hard thing. There's nobody oppressing you and holding you back. The only person that can hold you back is you. The only person that can hold you back. Unless you're a victim of human trafficking of some sort, can't nobody hold you back. Unless you're in, extreme poverty, like third world nation type shit, then no. You need to get close to some information. You might need to move. Madam C.J. Walker, you got to go check out her story. She moved. She moved towards the money. Got closer to the money. Harlem. Why wouldn't you do it? Life is a choice, man. You better make it what you want to make it. He said, Thomas Sowell, not the soul of the community. We got no Thomas Sowell in the soul, bro. Hold on, we got a phone call coming in. Hold on.
Call from.
No, I had to call back.
Cadillac, talk to me, man.
All right, look, I know I called earlier, but I was just thinking about something.
Uh-huh.
All right, so do you remember when we were kids and like there was like a big movement to like, appreciate who you are, love who you are, and be comfortable with who you are, and
yes,
all that kind of shit, everything. All right, so I was just thinking about this, and it hit me. Like we are going through, I think that shit. There was a certain realization at some point that too many people were taking that the right way, and actually feeling confident and actually like working to follow like their vocation, like the reason that you're put on this earth, and building shit and everything. And they're like, oh, hold up. All right, we got to mix it up now. Now, nobody be happy with who you are. If you're white, you should be mad that you have been part of this white supremacy this whole time. If you're black, you should feel depressed because there's always going to be somebody better than you because of white supremacy, and they're always going to be stomping on your neck.
Yeah.
And if you're a dude, you should think you're a girl. And if you're a girl, you should think you're a dude. And you won't be happy until you are something other than what you are.
Oh.
You will never be happy until you're something else.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man, you'll never be happy until you're something else. Oh, man. Oh, man.
So it's a literal disintegration of humanity.
Yes.
On a spiritual, emotional, fundamental, and in some people's cases, an actual physical level.
Correct.
Disintegration. That's it.
Disintegration. Oh, man, you killed it, man. I'm glad you called back in. That hit my soul right there. Hotep and Bill, bro. Man. He nailed it. He nailed it, John. You'll never be happy until you're something else. Until you are something other than what you are. That's wicked. Disintegration of the individual. Oh, that's wicked. But you're right. That's the flip-flop. Back in the day, it was, You know, be all you can be. That's what the army said. Be all you can be. Believe in yourself. Now it's like, nah, don't believe in yourself. Don't be happy with who you are. And people are eating it up because that's the easy way out. Easy way out is when you don't have to take blame for your own life. You don't have to take accountability for your life. So you can just blame somebody else. That's the easy way out for the ego. The ego loves that. It's no responsibility. Ego doesn't like responsibility. Ego doesn't like accountability. That means they'd have to admit mistakes and errors and flaws and threats. Ego doesn't like that. It's not what the ego likes. You can't feed that side of the ego. You got to feed the good side of the ego, but you can't feed that side either too much. You know what I'm saying? So I invite anybody who wants to challenge me on this subject, come, let's have a talk. Let's have a sit down. Let's have a discussion. No name calling and all of that. And let's just talk. Let's just talk. Let's talk it out. And I'll be very respectful. I don't care, if you I don't care if you're from another planet or what gender comes on that planet or whatever. I'll be very respectful of your pronouns. I'm not going to dead name you. No. Tell me how you want to be addressed. Okay? I will address you as such, and we could just talk this out. I don't got no beef, but I'd like to know. Why you think we should have to deal with this. Not productive. 202-596-5631, 202-596-5631. I'll throw it in the chat. We'll take a couple more callers or a caller or two, and I'm going to call it quits for the night. Still the best chat on the web. Salute Tyler Durden. I think Tyler Durden's a cool name. Come on, bro. I mean, actually, it's probably a stupid name. You're probably right, actually. It does sound kind of stupid now as you say that. Tyler Durden. Yeah, you're right. It does sound stupid. I take that back. I'm an idiot. 202-596-5631. I think Casey's about to call in. Let's see what Casey got to say. And somebody's gonna try and make me feel guilty for not supporting like the veto of this bill or to be against this DeSantis bill. And it's just like, go watch my stream. Come watch the stream and tell me what you think, because it's not it for me, man. I don't want my kids going to school learning about social activism. It's definitely not what I want my kids to do. That's not a good thing. Social activism is not a good thing. It's not. It used to be. There was once a time where social activism meant something. It used to be where there was some great information in social activism. It used to be at one point that Alex Jones was considered an activist. Technically, to me, Alex Jones is a real activist. That's a real activist. This new activism, this woke shit, it's not activism. It's Marxism. It's dangerous.
Call from
Assad.
Assad, what's up, bro? Talk to me, man.
How you doing, Hotep? Hey, I just wanted to say, I understand what you guys are saying about the bill, but as a native Floridian, I think that what frustrates a lot of Floridians right now is that these bills are like patchwork from the way he messed up the state, inviting all these California and New Yorker people in during the pandemic. And it's like he's trying to patch up these mistakes or these values these people brought. And meanwhile, rent's gone up 1,000% and stuff like that. So sure, it could be useful, but meanwhile, basic needs of Floridians, the people that don't have these values, aren't being met.
Now that's a real gripe. I could respect that. I could respect that. I could respect that argument.
I saw some video going viral of some Black American guys in Miami Beach, and they were saying, what did DeSantis do for us? Trump made sure our bread was right. And I think that's how a lot of people feel about DeSantis right now here. Live or conservative, it doesn't matter. It's just, hey, it's gotten a lot harder to live here. And we're the people who made the state good. So why don't you take care of us instead of trying to, I'm not saying don't do this, but you got to address the other stuff too,
Oh, damn. You saying he not taking care of shit at home.
No, I'm from Miami, but I just took a trip out to the West Coast, and it's even worse over there. It's just so much money from California and New York, and these people, they're not bringing any jobs for the locals, and they're not bringing any values that we have. It's all New York and California stuff, and I love California, but I love California and California. Like we were joking around, we were saying he kept Florida free. He should have kept Florida, because it's not really Florida anymore.
It sounds like illegal immigration.
It does. I'm worse. At least they just work,
So you're saying a lot of people came in, moved in from New York, etc. Rent done went up. Yeah. Miami is budding right now. I just came from there. I went and met up with Viva Fry, did the interview with him. That's on Rumble right now. I spoke to him on Locals in the local studio.
Right.
So,
I mean, Miami really has it's changed a lot in some really interesting ways the past couple of years. But I'd say overall, locals are. It's not fed up entirely. It's just, like, for example, Brickell. Brickell used to be, you could go there, but now it's really a foreign country. And Miami Beach was like that since I was a kid, Like, they don't really run over there.
I hang out in Brickell. I ain't even going to hold you.
Yeah.
And it was popping. It was popping there this weekend. Everybody, well, I guess because it was spring break, but it was busier than usual. I'll say that.
Yeah. And it's fine. It's just a matter of, like houses here, I think, a house that's supposed to be like $200K, they're now listed. They're not going for like $500 through $600K, and you're just like, wow, man, this is irresponsible. And I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that he could have fixed with just using the laws that the libs use. Like you were saying about Biden with Caesar, right? Like I went to California, and I gotta tell you where the elites live, like Marin County. Yeah, there's plenty of room there because they use their laws effectively. If you wanted to keep these values out, you could have enacted some endangered species law or something to make sure they couldn't buy property or something like that. Mm-hmm. But instead, we're just going to be having laws to, patch this stuff for years. And
meanwhile, he over here playing games with the critical race theory. You're saying, yeah, that's cool or whatever, but what about us people at home? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people don't want the presidency. Also, I mean, the other thing was during the pandemic, the whole thing was keeping Florida free, which is immediately a losing position. Like you're resisting. Resistance is loss immediately. You're not providing a new vision. It's just loss. And he started off real promising. He was actually helping us out, attacking the sugar companies, which are pretty bad in Florida. But ever since the pandemic, it's just been laws like this, like, this week we're doing a transgender law, then we're doing a critical race theory law. It's like, all right, man, do those laws, but do something else too, Trump would take care of us,
I see. Now that is a legitimate gripe.
Right.
That's a legitimate gripe. I like that. I like that. I like that, bro. I appreciate the call, bro.
All right. Thank you,
Hotep and Bill, man. That's a legitimate gripe. How can I argue that? Right? There's no reason to argue that. When I speak to, I see it on Twitter. Florida's like, no, we don't want to share Governor DeSantis. This is our guy. We need him to fix our problems. If he leaves, what are you going to leave us with? We already doing bad. What are you going to leave us with? So I feel him. A lot of people don't want to share him. The Floridians don't want to share him. The Floridians care about Florida. And I'm not mad at them. Jonah Ryan, also, if you can't define a man or a woman, what is human droids? What if human droids get human rights? I think that was Kurzweil. There's a video game based upon that too. Eric Reitz, appreciate you. He said, love all that you do. Keep up the great work, Hotep crew. Salute, Eric. Salute. Jonah Ryan. Biden failed 3 at getting on a ticket. If they had to select him, they knew they're losing despite controlling selection software. I like what you did there. How you not happy? Yeah, but again, it reminds me of what I said earlier. The bill it's anti-discrimination. So this is the exact verbiage out of the civil rights people and the left. So I don't know why they don't like it, man. I really don't know why they don't like it. Hey, listen, man. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. HotepCon tickets is on sale right now. Go to hotepnation.com. Go get your tickets, bro. I will see you in August. This is our party, the Hotep party. Ain't no party like a Hotep party, because Hotep party don't stop.
Hotep